Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another motivational episode. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how the loudest people are often the ones doing the least? They talk big, they make promises, they announce their plans to the world, but when it's time to take action, they disappear. On the other hand, the real winners, the ones who actually achieve something, they don't waste time talking. They work. They grind in silence while everyone else is busy seeking attention. Talk is cheap. Anyone can say they want to be successful. Anyone can promise big things. But at the end of the day, words mean nothing without action. You can tell the world about your plans, but if you're not putting in the work behind the scenes, those words are just noise. When you work hard in silence, you shift your energy from talking to doing. You stop trying to impress people with your words and start impressing them with your results. The most successful people don't waste time announcing their next move. They focus on executing it. They don't seek validation before achieving something. They let their work do the talking. Think about it. Who earns more respect? The person who constantly talks about how they're going to achieve greatness, but never takes action, or the person who stays quiet, grinds in the shadows, and suddenly emerges as a winner? The answer is obvious. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most successful. It's the one who is quietly mastering their craft, putting in the effort, and staying disciplined. Working in silence also protects you from unnecessary distractions. When you announce your plans too soon, you invite opinions, doubts, and negativity from others. But when you keep your head down and focus, no one can interfere with your process. You stay in control. You build without noise. And when the results come, people will notice, because real success is impossible to ignore. So stop explaining. Stop making promises. Let your effort, your dedication, and your success be the proof of what you're capable of. Work hard in silence and let your achievements speak for you, because in the end, actions always speak louder than words. The people who talk the most often do the least. They go on and on about their big plans, their future success, and how they're going to achieve something great. But when it's time to take action, they disappear. They love the attention that comes with making bold statements, but they don't have the discipline to back up their words with real effort. Meanwhile, the real achievers are too busy working to waste time talking. They don't need to announce every move they make. They don't need to convince people they're on the path to success. They just show up every day, put in the work, and let their results do the talking. That's why the loudest voices in the room are rarely the most successful. The real winners are too focused on grinding in silence. Talking about your goals can give a temporary sense of achievement, like you've already done something just by saying it out loud. But words don't bring results, effort does. Success isn't built on speeches or social media posts. It's built on long hours of practice, discipline, and relentless action when no one is watching. Think about the legends in any industry. They weren't busy making noise before they made it. They were busy building their skills, mastering their craft, and pushing forward even when no one noticed. And then, one day, their work spoke so loudly that the world had no choice but to pay attention. So don't be one of those people who waste time talking instead of doing. Keep your focus, keep your discipline, work hard in silence. And when the results come, you won't need to say a word. Your success will say everything for you. Success isn't given, it's earned. It doesn't come from luck, shortcuts, or wishful thinking. It comes from hard work. The people who achieve great things aren't the ones who sit around talking about their dreams. They are the ones who wake up early, stay up late, and put in the effort when no one is watching. Working hard in silence means committing to the grind without seeking recognition. It means putting in the hours, making sacrifices, and staying disciplined even when progress feels slow. Many people want success, but few are willing to endure the struggle it takes to get there. They give up when it gets hard, when they don't see immediate results, or when no one is cheering them on. But the truth is, success isn't about being seen. It's about being consistent. Every successful person started with nothing but determination. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't rely on motivation alone. They understood that hard work done consistently over time is what leads to real results. Even when no one noticed, they kept going. Even when they failed, they got back up. Even when they felt alone, they pushed forward, and because of that, they succeeded. The world only sees the results, not the sacrifices. People will applaud your achievements, but they won't see the early mornings, the late nights, and the countless hours of effort behind them. That's why you must focus on the work, not the recognition. Let others chase attention while you chase excellence. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for someone to push you. Put in the work, stay consistent, and trust the process. Work hard in silence, and when the time is right, success will make all the noise for you. Talent means nothing without discipline, and dreams mean nothing without focus. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you lack the discipline to stay consistent and the focus to block out distractions, success will always stay out of reach. The people who achieve great things aren't necessarily the smartest or the most gifted. They are the ones who show up every day, put in the work, and refuse to quit. Working hard in silence requires an unshakable level of discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like working, when progress seems slow, and when doubt creeps in, but discipline is what keeps you going even when motivation fades. It's what separates the ones who dream from the ones who achieve. Successful people don't wait to feel inspired. They train themselves to show up and put in the effort no matter what. And then there's focus. In a world full of distractions, the ability to stay locked in on your goals is a superpower. Most people get lost in comparison, seeking approval, or chasing temporary pleasures. But the ones who succeed, they tune out the noise. They aren't concerned with what others are doing. They aren't looking for shortcuts. They keep their eyes on their own path and move forward with unwavering determination. When you combine discipline with focus, you become unstoppable. You stop making excuses. You stop letting emotions control your actions. You commit to the process, work hard in silence, and trust that the results will come. So don't let distraction steal your potential. Don't wait for the perfect mood to take action. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep grinding, because those who work hard in silence always come out on top. The greatest achievers don't waste time talking. They let their results speak for them. While others are busy announcing their goals, seeking validation, and trying to impress people with words, true winners are locked in, grinding in silence. They understand that success isn't about making noise. It's about making progress. Look at the most successful people in any field. Did they spend their time bragging about what they were going to do? No. They stayed focused, worked behind the scenes, and only spoke when they had something real to show. That's the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. One talks, the other works. Staying quiet isn't about hiding your ambition. It's about protecting it. When you talk too much about your plans, you invite unnecessary opinions, doubts, and distractions. People will question you, criticize you, and sometimes even try to discourage you. But when you keep your head down and focus on your work, no one can interfere with your process. The greatest achievers also know that energy spent talking is energy taken away from doing. Every minute spent explaining your plans could be spent executing them. Every moment spent seeking approval could be spent building something meaningful. And when success finally comes, it speaks so loudly that you won't have to say a word. Your results will demand attention. So stop worrying about impressing people with words. Stop waiting for recognition before you've earned it. Put in the effort, stay committed, and trust the process. Work hard in silence, and when the time is right, the world will see what you've built without you ever having to say a thing. Because the greatest achievers don't talk about success, they create it. When you truly put in the work, you don't have to tell people about it. Your success will speak for itself. Too many people waste time talking about their plans, seeking approval, or trying to prove themselves before they've accomplished anything. But the ones who actually succeed, they don't waste time explaining, they just do the work. Real success doesn't need announcements. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't need applause. It comes from quiet, consistent effort. It comes from staying committed when no one is watching. It comes from pushing forward, even when the results aren't immediate. The greatest achievers in the world didn't spend their time trying to convince others of their potential. They stayed focused, put in the effort, and let their achievements do all the talking. People respect results, not words. You don't have to prove yourself with speeches or social media posts. You don't need to explain why you're working so hard. Just keep building, keep grinding, and when the time is right, your success will make all the noise for you. Those who once doubted you will see the results. Those who ignored you will notice, and those who supported you will celebrate. So stop worrying about who's watching. Stop seeking recognition before it's earned. Put all your energy into becoming great at what you do. Keep your head down, stay disciplined, and trust the process. One day your success will be so undeniable that you won't have to say a single word, because success, when earned through hard work and silence, is impossible to ignore. So stop explaining, stop announcing, stop waiting for approval. Just work. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and when the time comes, your success will speak so loudly that you won't have to say a word. The world respects results, and results come from grinding when no one is watching. So keep going, keep building, keep pushing forward. Work hard in silence, and when your moment arrives, let success do all the talking. Thank you.